You see, self-discipline is not something you're born with. It's not a personality trait. It's not a matter of luck. It's a skill that you can learn and improve with practice. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and actions in order to achieve your goals. It's the power to say no to distractions, temptations, and excuses. It's the force that drives you to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is the secret behind every success story, from athletes to entrepreneurs. It's the difference between dreaming and doing, between wishing and winning. But how do you develop self-discipline? How do you train your mind and body to follow your plans and stick to your commitments? How do you overcome the challenges and obstacles that stand in your way? That's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to share with you 8 easy steps that will help you build self-discipline in any area of your life. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear and simple strategy for how to master self-discipline and achieve your goals. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So let's get started. Step 1. Write out your goals. The first step to mastering self-discipline is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. You need to have a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, SMART goal that you can work towards. To help you with this, write down your goal and hang it somewhere you'll see it every day. This will serve as a constant reminder of why you're doing what you're doing and what you're aiming for. For example, if your goal is to lose 10 pounds in 3 months, write it down and put it on your fridge, your mirror, or your desk. This will motivate you to stick to your diet and exercise plan and to resist any temptations that might come your way. But don't stop there. You also need to break down your big goal into smaller, more manageable steps. This will help you track your progress and celebrate your achievements along the way. For example, you can set weekly or monthly mini goals, such as losing 1 pound per week or cutting out soda from your diet. These mini goals will keep you focused and motivated and will make your big goal seem more attainable. One study found that students who had self-discipline were more likely to achieve their academic goals than those who didn't. They were able to identify their goals and plan how to reach them, and they were able to focus on what was important and ignore what was not. So, if you want to master self-discipline, start by writing out your goals and breaking them down into smaller steps. This will give you a clear direction and a sense of purpose. Step 2. Practice prioritizing. The second step to mastering self-discipline is to practice prioritizing. This means that you need to decide what is important and what is not, and to act accordingly. You see, we all have limited time, energy, and resources. We can't do everything we want to do or everything we have to do. We have to make choices and trade-offs, and we have to deal with the consequences. That's why prioritizing is so important. It helps us focus on the things that matter most and to avoid wasting time and energy on the things that don't. One way to practice prioritizing is to make a to-do list or an action plan. This will help you organize your tasks and responsibilities and to see what you need to do and when you need to do it. But don't just make a random list. You need to rank your tasks according to their urgency and importance. You can use the Eisenhower matrix to help you with this. The Eisenhower matrix is a simple tool that divides your tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important. These are the tasks that you need to do right away because they have a deadline or a consequence. For example, paying your bills, finishing a project, or going to the doctor. Important, but not urgent. These are the tasks that you need to do, but not right away. They are related to your long-term goals and values. For example, studying for a test, exercising, or spending time with your family. Urgent, but not important. These are the tasks that you need to do, but not necessarily by yourself. They are not related to your long-term goals and values, but they have a deadline or a consequence. For example, answering emails, doing chores, or running errands. Not urgent and not important. These are the tasks that you don't need to do at all. They are not related to your long-term goals and values, and they have no deadline or consequence. For example, watching TV, browsing social media, or playing games. The idea is to focus on the tasks that are urgent and important, and to delegate, postpone, or eliminate the tasks that are not. This will help you use your time and energy more efficiently and effectively, and to avoid stress and burnout. So, if you want to master self-discipline, practice prioritizing your tasks and responsibilities. This will help you focus on the things that matter most and to avoid the things that don't. Step 3. Know your weaknesses. The third step to mastering self-discipline is to know your weaknesses. This means that you need to be honest with yourself and recognize where you struggle and what you need to improve. You see, we all have weaknesses. We all have things that we find hard to do, or that we tend to avoid, or that we tend to overdo. We all have habits that hold us back, or that harm us, or that hinder us. But the problem is that we often deny or ignore our weaknesses. We pretend that they don't exist, or that they don't matter, or that they will go away on their own. We lie to ourselves, and we make excuses excuses, but this doesn't help us. It only makes things worse. It prevents us from changing our habits and improving our situation. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of frustration and failure. That's why knowing your weaknesses is so important. It helps you face reality and take responsibility. It helps you identify the areas that you need to work on and the strategies that you need to use. One way to know your weaknesses is to do a self-assessment. This is a process of evaluating your strengths and weaknesses, your habits and behaviors, your goals and values, and your challenges and opportunities. You can do a self-assessment by asking yourself some questions such as, what are my goals and why are they important to me? What are the habits and behaviors that help me achieve my goals? What are the habits and behaviors that prevent me from achieving my goals? What are the triggers and temptations that make me lose focus or give up on my goals? What are the strategies and tools that help me overcome my triggers and temptations? What are the areas that I need to improve and how can I do that? You can also do a self-assessment by getting feedback from others, such as your family, friends, colleagues, mentors, or coaches. They can give you a different perspective and help you see things that you might not see yourself. The idea is to be honest and objective, and to use the information to make positive changes. Don't be afraid or ashamed of your weaknesses, but rather embrace them as opportunities to grow and improve. So, if you want to master self-discipline, know your weaknesses and work on them. This will help you overcome your challenges and achieve your goals. Step 4. Get others to hold you accountable. The fourth step to mastering self-discipline is to get others to hold you accountable. This means that you need to involve other people in your journey and let them support you and monitor you. You see, we all need support and accountability. We all need someone who can encourage us, motivate us, inspire us, and challenge us. We all need someone who can keep us on track, remind us of our goals, and hold us responsible for our actions. But the problem is that we often try to do everything on our own. We think that we don't need anyone else, or that we don't want to bother anyone else, or that we don't trust anyone else. We isolate ourselves, and we miss out on the benefits of social support and accountability. But this doesn't help us. It only makes things harder. It reduces our motivation and confidence, and it increases our chances of quitting or failing. That's why getting others to hold you accountable is so important. It helps you stay connected and committed. It helps you leverage the power of social influence and social pressure. One way to get others to hold you accountable is to join a group or a community that shares your goals and values. This can be a club, a class, a team, a program, or an online platform. This will help you meet like-minded people who can support you, advise you, and challenge you. Thank you for checking out the first part of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you in the second part.